So that's what we're going to do is we're going to mouse over things. If you ever see a little tiny arrow, now if you look where I'm pointing right now, I don't even know if you could see the little tiny arrow. Do you see that little? So that's how you know that
see it, yes.
there's a pop-up menu there. Yeah, well, that's the other problem. Not only are these things created by 21-year-olds who understand the whole icon system, but they also seem to have much better eyesight than I do. Whoever invented this pale gray on a white background with an arrow that's only 2 pixels tall was certainly not middle-aged.
I can't help but think we've moved back to the age of hieroglyphics and pictograms instead of moving forward.
But fortunately, we've gotten this far. So we know how to send a message, and luckily right here in blue, maybe it would have been better if it was red, but we can send this message out. So far, not so bad. Maybe not heavily formatted, but not so bad.
Okay.
Now, the next thing I want to point out is also hiding.
Of course it is.
If I come over here to the corner where it says Gmail, now, one might think that's the title of the page, but there is a little tiny arrow there also. And this is going to open up where our contacts are. I can't tell you how many people called me within the first day that they released this that they thought they lost their contacts, because the contacts used to be written in this nice little list here. And
As
now
I
they're
recall,
hiding.
I was one of the people who asked you where to find my contacts, so I can understand completely.
Yes, I understand, not easy, but we're getting our way around. So we have our email, we can compose things. Once we're composing things,
See, compose, a word, I like that.
it's a word. It pops up this little box with all these little strange things, but we can manage that so far. Now, let's talk about some good things. For example, if I needed to type to somebody, even if I forgot what their email address is, if I just started typing their name, Gmail will remember it. Here, look. I got as far as that. And
That's very convenient.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
There's a little pop-up of all the people that I know that start with an MAR and all their email addresses. So maybe 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but we're getting
No, that's
someplace.
very helpful. I've used that myself.
Okay, that also goes for groups you may have made. When we get to the contacts, we're going to talk about how you can put them into groups like family, friends, business clients, and if I typed the name of a group there, the whole group would get this. Like I'm working with a group called Elite Learning. There we go, there's my group, and all those people will end up in the to line. Now I just want to make one little comment about sending group messages. I don't know if you've received group messages that are done like this and everybody's email address is showing up in the top.
Yes.
For one thing, that's like a serious gross invasion of privacy for all those people who now have the email addresses of everybody else on your list. But it's also annoying. So a better approach to doing something like this, let me just trash this one and start over. If I wrote an email, instead I'm going to write it to myself.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to write this email, and it would help if I could spell my own name. Here we go. I'm sending it to me, but I'm going to do a blind copy, BCC. And now in the blind copy line, I'm going to put that same group of people that I put before. So now they're not going to see all of these email addresses, or not just for the invasion of privacy issue, but have you got an email that there are so many people on the list that the message is all the way down here someplace because there's 200 and
Yes.
something? Okay, so a blind copy is a much nicer way of sending out that email. And then since you do have to send it to someone, you send it to yourself. So not so bad?
Not so bad.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and come back and start working on contacts.
All right.